Flicker Strike has always been and remains one of the most favorite builds of PoE players. It gained its popularity precisely for its clearing speed and jumps all over the screen. Flicker Strike is always associated with large investments of currency, but not in this case. I made a build that cost less than 40 divines, and I described each price in detail in Path of Building. And with such a small investment, we get an amazing fast map runner, a good bosser, an invitation killer, and a really good character for the Sanctum. Of course, as everyone knows, Flicker Strike is a build only for softcore, since from time to time you will die. But my viewers don't really play on hardcore, so just take it. I didn't play with this build that much, because I immediately wanted to show it to you. But I already managed to run a dozen T16 alchemy maps, all the guards of Zeros, Elder and Shaper. This build for this price is maybe the best melee in Path of Exile right now. And yeah, I personally don't like Bone Shatter because it's really slow and I don't care about big defense, as I'm a softcore player. Regarding the difficulty in assembly and playstyle in maps and boss areas, everything is just very simple. I probably spent no more than 3 hours buying all the items, crafting and buying skill gems, and I enjoyed it. We only use totems when we fight a boss, and that's all about build mechanic. Simple, right? In this build we mainly deal cold damage and get buffs from frenzy charges. So I personally have 10 frenzy and some power charges, and it's really enough. About defense, it's a maximum suppress spell damage chance, maximum chance to avoid elemental ailments, and around 20,000 evasion. But don't forget that you can die in 1 second anyway. Now, let's talk about items. As a weapon, we of course use Paradoxica Sword with crit chance and elemental penetrate. Actually, it's really cheap item now, so easy to buy. As I said before, we deal our damage with cold, so helmet is always head shiver with increased flicker strike damage per frenzy charge. As we have 10 frenzy, it's really huge. Amulet is cheap yoke of suffering with divine judgment for more elemental damage. About shield, I recommend to craft by yourself, and regarding the mods, it's chance to avoid elemental ailments, aspect of the cat skill, maximum life, chaos resistance and cold is extra chaos. Actually, it's really easy to craft, and in my Path of Building notes I described in detail each step of crafting, so give it a like for the effort. Body armor you should buy Feral's Fury because it scales your damage because of your aspect of the cat skill, and it's just a good chest for flicker, always. We have one unique ring and it should be the Taming, because it gives us good elemental damage and a lot of resistances. Second ring is Synthesis, with added cold damage per frenzy charge and implicit, and it should has cold damage per frenzy charge also in regular mods. Base price is around 5 divines, and I actually bought full crafted ring for this price. And don't forget about attributes, take it if you need it. Boots should be Dark Ray Vectors with elemental penetrate lap enchantment, and it's really easy to buy for maybe 1 divine. Belt is Stygian Vice with life, double resistances, elemental damage with attack skills, and it's really cheap item or easy to craft by yourself. As for Abyss Javel, it should be definitely accuracy, life and cold damage. And the last item in this build that you will craft by yourself, and don't be afraid, I will show you how to craft it, is glows. Double influence spike glows with elevated non-wall skill strike 2 additional enemies, maximum frenzy charge and increased critical strike chance. So let's do it. First you should buy T4 level plus spike glows, next buy Warlord's Exalted Orb and make your gloves influenced. Then use alteration and augmentation orbs until you get +1 to maximum frenzy charge. Now you should buy second pair of any gloves but with Hunter influence. Go to Harvest, reroll attack until you get 200 mods, one of which is non-wall skill strike an additional enemy. I got non-wall skill strike and intimidate, it's 2 Hunter mods. Alright. Buy Orb of Dominance and now you will have a 50% chance for success. You need to delete second mod and non-val skills turns into 2 additional enemy. If you lose, repeat these steps. Next you should buy an Awakener's Orb and combine these 2 glows, the first pair of glows destroys, second remains, so spike glows should be the second. The last you need to do is go bench crafting, increase critical strike chance and elemental damage. That was easy, right? Now we are done with all the items. My flask you can copy from Path of Building, so I will not waste your time. Let's talk about passive tree. To begin with, in my build I have only one large cluster jewel with Feed the Fury, Fuel the Fight and Martial Prowess. Also 2 rare jewels with crit multi and life. One of them should be with corrupted blood cannot be inflicted on you, in implicit. Next javel is unique lethal pride with triple melee critical strike multiplier, and I bought mine for less than 1 divine, so just use calculator to find correct javel. I will leave a link in the description. Let's go a little lower, and here is Intuitive Leap unique javel with which you can take these 3 passives without being connected to the tree. One more unique javel in this build is Watcher's Eye, and this javel depends only on your budget. So if you don't have much currency, buy the same as I have, with flat cold damage while affected by hatred, but if you want more damage, buy double hatred, or hatred plus precision for crit multi. And one last thing you should know about the passive tree is you need to buy Honor Tattoo of the Barbarian, because it gives you one more frenzy charge. I didn't tell you about skill gems, but is it really important to talk about each gem that you can check by your own in Path of Building? I don't think so. I really tried my best with this build and video and hope you like it. Don't forget to subscribe my channel and write a comment. Thank you for watching. Bye.